सबसे पहले मेरे गुरुपाद नित्य लीला प्रविष्टम विष्णुपाद अष्टोत्तर सदस्य श्रीमान भक्ति वेदांत श्रील वामन गोस्वामी महाराज सन्नाथ गुरु नित्य लीला प्रविष्टम विष्णुपाद अष्टोत्तर सदस्य भक्ति वेदांत श्रील नारायण गोस्वामी महाराज के अभय चरण कमलों में अनंत करोड़ साष्टांग दंडवत ज्ञापन करता हूँ। तत्पश्चात नित्य लीला प्रविष्टम विष्णुपाद अष्टोत्तर सदस्य श्रीमान भक्ति वेदांत स्वामी महाराज एवं उपस्थित समस्त वैष्णव वृंद गौरगत सज्जनवृंद हरिकथा पिपासु सत्यवृंद एवं परम स्नेहशिला मातृवृंद सभियों के चरण कमलों में मेरा यथायथ दंडवत प्रणाम स्वीकार है। आज
today is the fourth day of the Bhagavat-saptaha katha. Fourth day. Sorry, not fifth, fourth. Fourth day. According to the rules, today we celebrate the birth of Krishna. But because today is also Ekadashi, we will change a little bit the schedule. Tomorrow we will celebrate the birth of Krishna and Srimati Radhika at the same day, on the same day. Pastimes of Shri Krishna are unlimited, and his pastimes, his Karikatha is also unlimited. Hari Ananta, Hari Katha Ananta. The more we glorify Hari Katha, the Katha will never be finished. It's impossible to finish the Hari Katha. Actually, Swayam Bhagavan, God himself, he manifests in unlimited forms. And in the form of Ananta Shesha also, he glorifies unlimitedly his Hari Katha and is never able to finish speaking the Katha in the form of the snakes with unlimited heads. God himself with his unlimited mouths. He is glorifying Ananta Katha, unlimited Katha, and never finishes. Hari Ananta Katha Ananta. Katha means unlimited. So let's continue a little bit further glorifying the Bhagavat Katha. I'll try. Yesterday I spoke the story of Bali Maharaj and Vamanadeva. I spoke in a very brief way. But some kathas were left also. Like we didn't speak some stories because the time is so brief. All the kathas of the Bhagavatam, it's impossible to glorify all the kathas of the Bhagavatam. These 18,000 verses. Sukadeva Goswami told this Bhagavat Katha to Parikshit Maharaj with 18,000 verses. This Katha, the disciple of Vyasadeva, Sutta Goswami Pad, Sukadeva Goswami Pad was there, like Sutta Goswami was present in the assembly of Sukadeva Goswami. And Sutta Goswami heard Hari Katha from Sukadeva Goswami, and the same Katha, Sutta Goswami Pada told the Rishis headed by Shaunaka Rishi. In the first day, I told this to you, Libo ifai Libo ifai This is called Saunaka Parikit Samvad. That's why Srimad Bhagavatam, again and again, these names coming again and again in the Bhagavatam. Suta Uvacha, Suta Goswami is saying. And actually, Suta Goswami himself told to the Rishi headed by Shaunaka, Hey Shaunaka the Rishi. Whatever I heard in the assembly of Parikit Maharaj, exactly what I heard in this katha, I am telling to you, exactly the katha I heard. This is called Guru Parampara Prapta Veda Vani. Means the instructions received in the Guru Parampara. The seventh Goswami, Srila Bhaktivinoda Thakur Kamala Manjari, he wrote this verse, Dashamula Tata, in his priceless book, Jayavadharma. Priceless. Nishta
गुरु परंपरा प्राप्त वेद वाणी ही उसके आमनाय वाणी कहा जाता है.
Amnaya Vani is actually the instructions received by the Guru Parampara. In the Padma Purana, this verse is there. If you're not accepting as sampradaya and you chant the mantra, the presiding deity of that mantra won't appear to you, you will not receive the result of the mantra. You won't get the result of the mantra if you won't receive the mantra from a Guru Parampara in the four Vaishnava Sampradayas. So that's why you have to hear the instructions of the Vedas through the Guru Parampara by this successive succession. Actually, in the ancient times, people used to come to these great saints and hear Harikatha from them. That's why one of the names of the Vedas is Shruti, because they used to hear the Katha and remember the Katha. Veda was spoken and heard at the time. But with time, people's potencies of hearing and remembering became very low. People forget. Then the potency was so low of memory. That's why people forget everything. So Vyasadeva wrote the Vedas. That's why he wrote the Vedas. Veda, Purana, Upanishad, Vedanta, Bhashya, everything slowly Vyasadeva wrote down. Because before, the Vedas were already there, but they were not written down. A disciple would come to his Guru, he used to sit in front of the Guru, and then the Guru would speak the instructions of the Vedas, and the disciple would remember. The more Kali-yuga is going on and on, people's actually Smaran Shakti, the memory power, is decreasing more and more. This is times of Kali-yuga. Maybe we can remember mundane things, material things, but if it's some Bhagavat-saptaha, some spiritual life, something, spiritual katha, we forget. If someone abuses you, calls you names, you remember always that insult you heard. After 10 or 20 years, maybe somebody told you something bad like 10 or 20 years ago, like some swearing words or something. But yesterday when I spoke in the Harikatha, you don't remember. But 20 years ago, somebody like called you some names or swore you, and you remember until now. It's interesting, isn't it? Like, honestly or not? I'm telling honestly. Interesting. Always remember Vishnu. Never forget Shri Vishnu. So this is the only rule, the only prohibition. The only rule is to remember Bhagavan. Only rule is to remember God. And the only prohibition is never forget Him. Think about Him. Never ever forget Him. But in Kali-yuga, it's opposite. We forget Bhagavan. And we remember mundane things and material things. That's why the Veda Purana Upanishads again and again they tell us, hear it. Again and again you must hear Harikatha. The instruction of the Vedas again and again. Glorify it. Not only once, because if you hear only once, you won't be able to remember the Harikatha. You must again and again hear these kathas, these stories. Shratam, Nitam, Gretam, Gyatam. Hear again and again. Repeat again and again. The fifth canto, the character of Bharata Maharaja. So beautiful and very sweet. Because Bharata Maharaja Katha, the jivas in this world, they are under the illusion of Maya, and they give up their body thinking about some specific thing they were attached to, and the next life they'll get the same body. In the Gita, Bhagavan says, the jivas, in the time of their death, whatever they are thinking when they give up their bodies, in the next life, they will attain that body only. Bhagavan says, in the time of the death, if someone remembers me and gives up their body in that moment, after the death, the person will attain to me. My eternal abode, the person will attain if they give up their body thinking about me. After attaining me, these jivas, I will never come back to this material world. Jadgata tanivartanti tadhama. In the Gita, the words of the Gita say, Bhagavan himself said, hey Arjun, in this material world, there are 14 planetary systems. There are so many places. All of them are temporary, anitya, Swargalok, etc. People, even though going to Swargalok again, they must come back to this earth planet. After performing charity donation, some pious souls, they are able to go to the topmost planets like Swargalok and others. But even though going there, for how long they can stay there? Until the fruit of their pious deeds is still there for them to enjoy there. And then when this fruit is over, they have to come back to this material world. The words of the Gita say, clearly explained, giving evidence to us. So they go to that abode, Swargalok, higher planetary systems, enjoy so many sense gratifications, and again need to come back to this material world to suffer. But Bhagavan says, my abode, Vaikuntha Dham, Ayodhya, a place without any modes of nature, a place where there's no problems, no sufferings, no unhappiness, eternal, my abode. If one goes there once, never comes back in this world. So Bhagavan says, think about me, become my devotee, worship me, do pranam to me, become my devotee, worship me. Mad Bhakta Madhyaji Mam Namaskuru. Fold your two hands. That's it. And bow your head. Do pranam. Once, if you do pranam to me, again, you don't need to come back in this material world. If you do 10 Ashwamedha Yagyas, is the horse sacrifice. You know, like Ramachandra performed this horse sacrifice in Treta Yuga. But in Kali-yuga, you cannot do Ashwamedha Yagya in Kali-yuga. It's prohibited, Ashwamedha Yagya in Kali-yuga. Killing cows also is prohibited in Kali-yuga. Parabhaitrikam means to offer meat to the ancestors. It's also prohibited in Kali-yuga. Or something which is not proper for eating, you should not offer to your ancestors in Kali-yuga. And this verse explains. Also, it's prohibited taking sannyas in Kali-yuga. But it actually means karma sannyas. It's a specific type of sannyas. And Devarenu Sutatpati means to have baby with your brother-in-law, the younger brother of your husband, in the case your husband dies. It's prohibited in Kali-yuga. Cunhado. Não deve ter filho com cunhado. Em Kali-yuga, com o cunhado mais novo do marido, o irmão mais novo do marido. Ashwamedha Yaga is prohibited, killing cows, gomed, and remembering again, take karma sannyas, and offering meat to the shraddha, these funeral rites to your ancestors, and also having baby with, progeny with the younger brother of your husband. So, people by performing pious deeds attain highest planets, and especially by. Also, what happens? Some people don't understand the scriptures and hear, the people used to. In the Shastra saying that we could kill cows in fire sacrifices. Some people say this, but at that time when the cows were killed after these fire sacrifices, these rishis, they used to kill the cows in the fire sacrifice, but in the end they would resurrect the cow. Actually it was an old cow was used in the fire sacrifice. Her body was not not working anymore because of the old age. So they used to offer the cow into sacrifice, and they used to resurrect the cow, giving her a new young body. Can you resurrect someone in Kali-yuga? Show me if you can do it. People are saying, in your Hindu Shastra, it's saying that you can eat cow's meat and kill cow. But this is from which era, which age? This is not in Kali-yuga. Especially the people from other religions, they don't actually study the scriptures, and they say this kind of thing. They'll tell you opposite things. Your Shastra says that it's written you can eat meat and kill cows in your scriptures. Look, but this sloka explains clearly. Ashwamedha Yagya is horse sacrifice is prohibited in Kali-yuga. Killing cows, karma sannyasa, offering meat to the ancestors and having child with the deva, younger brother of husband. So according to the scriptures, for different ages, different rules are there according to time, place, or circumstance. Different ages, the rules are different. That's why. So killing cows, you should never do it, and also not horse sacrifice, also not. I'm saying all this because in other yugas, people used to perform pious deeds, go to high planetary systems, but even after going there, they should come back to this world. In Kali-yuga, you just need to chant holy names, and if you do this, you attain everything. Everything. The fruit of Dhyana in Satya Yuga, the fruit of Yagya and Treta, the fruit of Archana and Dwapara you get by chanting holy names in Kali Yuga. Shastra explains in the Bhagavatam that this verse is there. Which thing you should do in each yuga and what fruit you'll get in each time. So in Satya Yuga, Krita Yuga means Satya Yuga, people used to dhyan, meditate in Lord. But in Kali Yuga, is it possible to meditate? You close your eyes and all material things come to your mind, isn't it? Come or not? Otherwise you feel sleepy. If not material things, you sleep in sky. So many people say, when I go to chant my Gayatri Mantra, I sit down for chanting my Gayatri, take my sacred thread, and then I start Om Bhur and I fall asleep before completing the Brahma Gayatri first line. So how to meditate? Tell me. In Kali Yuga you cannot meditate. But in Satya Yuga, people used to have the mind fixed, meditating. But the human beings in Kali Yuga, their lifespan is... in Satya Yuga, people used to live for a long time, 100,000 years lifespan. People used to live for 100,000 years, free from all diseases. But in Kali Yuga, it's not possible at all. In Treta Yuga, the age lifespan decreased more. How long? 1 0 less. So 100,000 less 1 0 is 10,000 years lifespan of human beings in Dwapara Yuga. Treta Yuga. People in Treta Yuga used to live 10,000 years. And in Dwapara Yuga, in some of the age, people used to live even 1 0 less. So from 10,000, take 1 0 out. How much? How many years? 1,000 years of life. But in Kali Yuga, you remove 1 more 0. 1 0 less. So 1,000 less 1 0 becomes 100. And very few people live for 100 years. Is this true or not? To stay alive for 100 years, this is already too much. 60, 70, 80. After 80 is 90-ish. Has anyone 100? Anyone here 100 years old? Is there anyone? Who is here 100 years old? Is there anyone person here? Maybe, but it's very rare. You have to search all whole village, whole city to find maybe 2 4 people with this age. And maybe their body don't even move. Don't even work. So many diseases and how to work or live. Because in Kali Yuga, what we eat also is also very bad. Whatever we eat in Kali Yuga is full of mixed stuff. Mixed. In Kali Yuga, actually they say we eat plastic actually nowadays. Full of Even you can get plastic rice. I've never seen, but I heard about it. Plastic rice. Plastic rice. So you can, they put some plastic also, the rice becomes a plastic rice, and you tell me. So you go to the market to buy some vegetables, and they put some
artificial color of vegetables.
Artificial color of vegetables. So they put some color in the sabji. Looks like a fresh sabji, but actually the sabji is old, and they put some color. Looks like the sabji, the vegetable is new, like recently, like harvested. But then when you go to your house, you wash the vegetable, all the color goes away. So, but that color artificial they put, that chemical also goes to your body, of course. Am I lying or not? All the chemical stuff they put in the food, and also all the things they're growing in the crops, they put so many kind of agrotoxics, right, and pesticides and this kind of stuff. So whatever you eat, they all chemicals are going to our body. So how can your body be okay? You tell me. So many kinds of diseases come from these things also. TB, tuberculosis, cancer, many kinds of chronic diseases. Even in a young age, people have. I saw a young boy. He was 10, 12 years old, that boy. All his hair was white. You tell me. So many diseases. Even in the womb of the mom, babies become born sick, or sickness inside the womb. So much sickness. That's why in Kali-yuga, slowly, lifespan is decreasing. In the Srimad Bhagavatam, in the context of Kali-yuga, Srila Shukadeva Goswami Pada told, the more Kali-yuga grows, like further, like continues, the mind of people, their idea goes down and down, like mentality of people, lust, anger, food, doing so many bad things, more and more. The please, the hypocrisy, everything. The more you, no need mic, but the more loudly you, with so much effort and you speak loudly, people say, oh, he's a pandit. Only if you speak like loudly and with strength like this. It's written in the Bhagavatam. Tulsidas in the Ramcharitamanas also wrote. Not me who I'm saying. The more Kali-yuga grows, like continues, mind, intelligence, and everything of people completely degrades, becomes degraded. The stronger you speak, the more pandit people think you're pandit. If you speak strongly, people think you're pandit in Kali-yuga. If you speak nicely with melodious voice, oh, he's a pandit. If you speak with melodious voice, maybe he's swearing you, he's calling you names or anything, but just melodious voice, oh, he's a pandit. Because in Kali-yuga, we don't know Sanskrit. No one reads Sanskrit. They say it's a dead language. Slowly, Sanskrit is disappearing. So people don't understand the Sanskrit things. So the more Kali-yuga grows, like continues, for the people start making so many bad things, bad mentality, bad behavior, worse and worse and worse. So in the Srimad Bhagavatam, this is being explained. That's why in Kali-yuga is only one thing. Bhagavan says, take my holy names, chant my holy names, that's it. If once you chant my holy names, once, and gives up your body, you'll attain my abode. I don't need to do anything. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. People in Treta Yuga used to perform fire sacrifice. But in Kali-yuga it's not possible. We go somewhere to do some fire sacrifice. First, before they already ask me, Maharaj, for how long I need to sit down in front of the fire? Because I need to work, I need to go to the office. I say, 3 hours. 3 hours? Maharaj, please finish in 1 hour, okay? Do everything in 1 hour. Then I give a big list and people don't even bring half of ingredients. Something they get, something not. And Shastra explains, if you don't get those ingredients, you can just tell mantra and offer with mantra. And what to do? You're just telling the mantras because all ingredients are not available. If you speak so much to the person, like, oh, bring this, bring that, to the person for whom I'm doing the fire sacrifice for, they'll say, oh, this priest is only troubling me, giving me so much trouble. So if I write a list, I give a list. Maharaj, this list is so big, huh? Maharaj, all these I need to bring. Maharaj, this list is so big. So long. So how to perform fire sacrifice properly? Not possible. It's not possible. In Dwapara Yuga, people used to perform archan. But in Kali Yuga, it's not possible also to perform worship to the deity because the articles are not pure. The ingredients for worship. Chameleon? Flowers. These flowers, you offer the flowers who were harvested bought 2 days ago, put in the fridge, and that flower you worship. You give in worship. Flowers that were kept in the fridge and all. This is not proper archan actually. Actually, how should be the flower to give to God? Fresh flower from the garden, from your own hand. You collect that flower. Do you understand? With your own hand, you collect the flower in the garden, very pure, non-contaminated, without insects. You take that flower and offer to God. Also not so much fragrant and also not less fragrant. And also should not smell it, okay? Sniff it before. So all this is written in the Archana Deepika. So you tell me. Don't take badly, don't take it harsh, but this is true. You take flowers from the market, but actually that flower was harvested days ago. And in the morning it's sold in the market, and you buy and bring it. And they say, so the flower from the other day we call basi. Basi. Flor velha. De outro dia. Parjopasita means flower which was collected the other day. You cannot be using the daily worship. This is true or not? So you tell me. How can you do archan? How can you do archan? Okay. So I'll not get this kind of pure flowers. Okay. Take that flower which is available, put the mantra and purify and giving the worship what to do. That's why in Kali-yuga it's not possible to perform deity worship nicely. So the fruit of meditating Satya-yuga you can get in Kali-yuga by chanting holy names. The fruit of fire sacrifice in Treta-yuga you can get in Kali-yuga by chanting holy names. And also the fruit of performing archana, deity worship, following all the rules and regulations in Dwapara Yuga, you can get in Kali-yuga by taking the names of Keshav. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. That's why the human beings in Kali-yuga, they were given such a simple method. Just if the saint comes to your house and once do kirtan in your house becomes purified. There's a verse in the Bhagavatam, Najatra Vaikuntha Katha. But that house in which the saints don't come to, in that house where there's no chanting the holy names, that house is like a cave of a snake. How's the cave of a snake? The snake is not creating its own hole. Actually, the rat is making that hole. And the snake comes, eats that rat and starts living there. So in this way, the Srimad Bhagavatam describes here. In that house in which the saints don't come, where there's no Hari Katha, that house is like the cave of a snake. That house is not pure, it's impure. Call some saints to your house and don't need to do anything. If I come to your house, I don't need to cook nothing. I don't come there for eating. Just let us do kirtan in our house, that's it. Before in Mathura, I used to live in Mathura before, and then we forcefully say to the Brajavasi, we'll go to your house. Gurudev used to say, I'll go tomorrow to your house. No, Maharaj, no. No, what no? I will go. My husband, what husband? I'm not going to your house to eat, not also to take money. No, I will go anyway. My Gurudeva, he used to preach in this way. Forcefully, I will go to your house. We'll just do kirtan in your house, that's it. 5 minutes, then we'll go away. You don't need to give us money. I'm not asking for money. The heart of the saints is just like butter. The heart of the saints is just like softer than butter. Tulsidas, he says, look, you know the butter? If you put it on your hand, in your finger, by the heat of your finger, the butter will melt. But the sadhus see each other's sufferings, their heart melts already just by seeing each other suffering. His house is like a crematorium. His house is like a cave of snake. So I'll go there to purify his house. A casa da pessoa é um crematório, uma cova da cobra. Eu vou lá purificar a casa da pessoa. The saint knows. In the Srimad Bhagavatam, the evidence is given. Nanda Maharaja himself told to Gargacharya this verse, Mahat Vichalanam Nirnam Grinam. The saints, that's why they go to people's houses. That's why they go. They don't go for their own purpose or something like that, interest. No, not at all. The saints only go, they go to purify that house. Mahat Vichalanam Nirnam Girinam Dinachitasa. Looks so beautiful. The saint knows that in Kali-yuga, the house of people, generally, not all the houses, okay? Please forgive me. I'm not talking about all houses. There are many pure houses also, where there is everything's pure and they worship God and read scriptures. The saints go to the house and all. But in that house where the saints don't go to, in that house where there's no Hari Katha, that house is not a house. That house is like a crematorium, like a cemetery, impure place, or like the cave of a snake, hole of a snake. Bhaktivinoda Thakur says, why is so bad this? Why? Even with hot spots. Really? Someone else's phone is free? You have an extra phone? You can put internet. In that house where the saints go and chant holy names, that house is directly Goloka Vrindavan. That house is not a house. Oh, sweet house, such a sweet house. Purify. Pure. So in Kali-yuga, Nam Sankirtan. In the house, if once you call the saints and do kirtan, no need to do anything else in Kali-yuga. Only Nama Sankirtan, that's it. No need to do anything else. Last time I went to his house, Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu's house. So beautiful house, pure. I also have been to other people's houses to chant holy names. This is my goal when I go to people's houses. The goal of the sadhus is to go from house to house and do kirtan. Nothing else. I don't need your money. Oh no, sorry, you don't need to spend money if the saints come to your house. Continue.
जिसमें साइंबो मुनि के पुत्र उत्थानपाद
So Uttampada is son of Swayambhu Manu. So we heard about Dhruva and Uttam. The son of Suniti was Dhruva Maharaj. The son of Suruchi, sorry, son of Suniti is Dhruva, son of Suruchi is Uttam. Yesterday I told this in the fifth canto, Shukadeva Goswami he told the katha of Priyavrata. Priyavrata was so great, so powerful. He, with his chariots, he made the 7 islands and 7 oceans. So you're here in India. Why India has this name, Bharata Varsha? Because of the name of Bharata Maharaja. By whose name? Bharata Maharaja. Which Bharata? Some people say it's Shakuntala, the son of Shakuntala. That's why India has the name of Bharat. Where's my login? My login that time? My login? You took it out? So the first name of Bharat, original name was Ajamila Barsha. What is his name? Ajamila Barsha. So because of Rishabdev, son, Bharat, that's why India has the name Bharata Varsha. Not because of Bharata, the son of Shakuntala, but because of Bharata, the son of Rishabdev. So there are 7 oceans. So actually we are on an island, deep. In Sanskrit the name is deep, and in Hindi is tap. Means we are around the oceans. Island in English. So the name of this island is Jambudvip. When we are performing the Sankalpa, we are saying Jambudvipe Bharata Kande Medibutasya. Like where we are in the Jambudvip island. In this island we are. So how these islands were made? This Priyavrata created these islands, okay? Between these 7 oceans. So he made these islands in these oceans. By the wheels of his chariots, he created all this. With the wheels of the chariots, Priyavrata made 7 oceans and 7 islands. So now there's ocean of salt, ocean of sugarcane juice, ocean of alcoholic beverage. So imagine the whole ocean is like alcoholic beverage. You don't need to buy alcoholic beverage in the market. can just swim in this ocean. Ocean of ghee. Ocean of ghee. No need to go to the market. No need to buy ghee. The ocean of ghee. Ocean of milk. And six, ocean of yogurt. And seventh, ocean of pure water. Sweet water. Pure water. Água doce. So this ocean is salty, salt ocean. Sugar cane. Bhagavatam explains all this. So the Bhagavatam explains, by his wheels of his chariot he created all these oceans, Priyavrata. And then Priyavrata, actually the distance between one ocean to the other is like thousands miles and kilometers. The scientists don't even know about all these oceans. They don't even know where are these oceans. You know, the scientists. But the Bhagavatam explains that these oceans exist. Why? Where are they? Kahan? They exist, okay? So after, if you cross all this ocean of salt, after thousands and thousands of miles, then you get the Shuddha Jal, means the pure water ocean, like sweet water, and then continue. According to the Sanskrit, all these oceans you'll be able to see. Ocean of milk, yogurt, everything. They exist, they do. The scientists, how can they get all this information? The scientists cannot. Material science. And our Srimad Bhagavatam, what do they say? Spiritual science is in the Bhagavatam. Spiritual science and material science is the difference. Material science, they have a limited reach. Until nowadays, the scientists don't even know. They don't even know. There are some places. You know, if the ships go to these places, the ship go. No, there's like some magnet or something. The ships, they disappear. Huh? So if you're a scientist, you know I'm not lying. There are so many ships that disappeared in some places because of magnetic field of something. Because of some places. They are saying it's the Bermuda's Triangle. But why this happened? The scientists until now, they don't know. What is the magnet somewhere that so the Earth planet is full of things, like so many things. The scientists, they want to know, but they cannot find the reason beyond some amazing facts that happen in Earth. So if you take a plane straight going to the north, okay, again you come back to you cannot go ahead. He comes back to the same position again. You can see the scientists are saying also this, because there's a place that the plane is taking a round back. The Bhagavatam also says, because there is actually a gigantic mountain, and until now there's so much ice in this mountain. There's a gigantic mountain full of ice, and if this ice melts, the earth will be flooded. So what about the space or under the sea or on the earth? There are so many secrets that scientists don't know. Secrets hidden from science, modern science. But in the Srimad Bhagavatam, all these secrets are disclosed. Like, for example, Shukadeva Goswami himself, he told Bharata Maharaja, there are 7 oceans. Ocean of salty water. Then, sugarcane juice ocean. Then, ocean of alcoholic beverage. After, ocean of ghee, ocean of milk, yogurt, and pure water. There are 7 oceans. And one by one, these islands also he made also islands one by one, this Priyavrata. So Jambudvipa, Prakshadvipa, Samulikadvip, Kushadvip, Kroncha, Shok, and Puskara, the 7 islands. There are 7 islands. There are 7 islands. So Priyavrata in this way, with the wheels of his chariot, there are so many also forests. There were forests, thousands and thousands of. There are living entities in all the planets. There's life in all the planets. The scientists, they don't know there is life in all the planets, but there is. The scientists are trying to find life outside Earth. But in the Srimad Bhagavatam, it is giving us the message. There is life in other planets. In all the planets there is life. Coming back to the katha. In this context, so the son of Rishabdev, he had actually 100 sons. How many? 100 sons. Rishabdev had 100 sons. So 81 were Karmakandya Brahmanas. 81 sons were Karmakandya Brahmanas. Brahmanas of Karmakanda. 9 were those Navayogendra, you know, the 9 Rishis, 9 yogis. So 90. And they became kings of these 9 islands. The other 9 became kings of other islands. So 99 and one last one, Bharata Maharaja. So the katha of Bharata Maharaja I'm going to tell you now. So this is in the 5th canto, this katha. This katha is so beautiful, very beautiful. Time is brief, so I cannot tell everything, okay? But it's a very beautiful story. 5th canto, Bharata Maharaja. So Bharata Maharaj, he saw that the world is so temporary. That's why even when he was young, he gave up all things and he started to do Bhagavat Bhajan. He left the kingdom. Bharata Maharaj, when he was really young, he left his wife, family, everyone. He gave up, he forsook everything, and he went to the jungle. Bharata Maharaj, he was the son of Rishabdev. He left everything and went to do bhajan in the forest when he was young. Bharata Maharaj, son of Rishabdev, he was chanting holy names, mantra in the forest, and he was sitting there, and he saw that there was a pregnant deer, female, a doe, right? Pregnant doe. Pregnant doe was drinking water from the river. I think Gurudev said Gandaki river, the Gandaki river. And that moment a lion came and roared. Hearing the roar of the lion, that pregnant doe, she jumped in the water of the river. When she jumped in the water of the river, her baby deer came out from the, okay? So she gave birth to the baby on the banks of the river, but she was carried away by the current, okay? The mom, the doe, was carried away. And Bharata Maharaj, she was doing his bhajan, and he saw this scene, okay? Doe had the baby and she died, left, taken by the river water. And then Bharata Maharaj took that baby deer and brought the baby deer to his own ashram, started taking care of him. After 2-4 months in this situation with the baby deer, Bharata Maharaj was taking care and giving a love to the baby like his own son. When Bharata Maharaj was doing his puja, that small baby deer used to, baby deer, this baby deer would just put his 2 legs on his back, just like, small babies or puppies, or if you have a kitty in your house, or puppies or kitties, just like they do. Very sweet. So, and then the baby deer sometimes also used to pass water and urine and stool on the puja stuff, paraphernalia. And Bharata Maharaja said, "Hey, what are you doing?" And then the baby deer would become afraid and crying. Oh, baby deer. And then seeing this, the heart of Bharata Maharaj, he also used to cry. Then he used to take the baby deer on his arms and take him on his lap and kissing him, would kiss him, so much love and affection. So doing this, slowly, sometime passed in this stage. And then one day, in the twilight time, end of the day, some group of deer came. And then that group of deer, they came next to the ashram of Bharata Maharaj. The nature of the animals is that they want to mingle, to stay with the other animals from the same kind, species. So, the baby deer, what did he do? Went away with the other deer. And who knows where he went. They sat, some sat, and Bharata Maharaja was so worried. Where's the baby deer? Where is he? And the more night was coming, like sunset, and it was becoming darker and darker. And Bharata Maharaj went in the top of a hill to search for the baby deer. Where's the baby deer? Where's the baby deer? But he didn't give attention where he was stepping his foot. He did not give attention where he was stepping. So he was on the top of the hill and then searching. Where's the baby deer? Where's the baby deer? And then suddenly what happened was his foot slipped. And in this way he fell from a high place on the mountain and fell on the floor, and falling on the floor, on the ground. No? He fell on the ground and died, falling from this mountain. But he died thinking about the baby deer. So Bharata Maharaj left his body thinking about the baby deer. That's why in the next life he got the body of a... Which body? Deer. In the Srimad Bhagavatam is also mentioned the story of Puranjana and Puranjani. Puranjana was a male, and he was thinking about a woman. In the next life, he was born as a woman. Why do we get male body or female body in different lives? Exactly according to what we die thinking about. What we think about in the time of our death. According to what we think in the time of our death, we will get the same body in the next life. Kaunteya. Krishna explains in the Bhagavad Gita. Whatever a human being thinks about in the time of their death, in the next life they will get that same body. Some people say, I don't like female body. Some people say, female body is not good, male body is not good. I say there's not good and bad. According to your karma, according to what you thought about in the time of your death, in the previous life, that body you got. So don't worry about the body you're getting now. Thinking about what? What should you think about? About Govinda. Continue hearing the rest of the katha. Shukadeva Goswami said, Hey Maharaj Parikshit, in the next life, he was born as a deer, but he could remember his previous life. Because Bharata Maharaj had performed sadhana and bhajan, that's why he remembered his previous life. Actually, he had even attained the stage of bhav. He had attained the highest level. That's why he used to still remember his previous life. Do you remember your previous life? Who are you in your previous life? Do you remember? Were you a thief, a sadhu, a saint? Who are you in your previous life? Where have you come from? Where were you in your previous life? Where were you? Yes? Do you remember? I'll tell you where you're from, okay? Where have you come from? I will tell you. After the katha come and tell you, I will tell you. After the class come and I will tell you. Where have you come from? Where have you come from? From Australia? No. From England? From Brazil? From France? From India? Where have you come from? Shastra explains. Where have you come from?
भरत महाराज अपने पूर्व जन्म की स्मरण कर रहे हैं हाय हाय मैं सब छोड़ करके जंगल से छोड़ करके भजन करने को आया और हिरण के प्रति आसक्ति होने के नाते हिरण के जन्म प्राप्त हुआ देखो वो हिरण. So that deer, wherever that deer used to go was Bharata Maharaja in the next life. He used to go to the ashram and stay there also. But because he was an animal, he could not understand the language of the saints, of the Harikatha. He used to just cry and cry. My life is so useless. So in this way, he was waiting for his prarabdha, fruit of reactions finished, predestined time. Dear, but he would remember his previous life. So whenever the saints were staying, he used to go to that ashram of the saints and just stand up there and cry. He used to cry and cry. Whenever the saints used to be, he used to sit next to the saints. That's why the Srimad Bhagavatam, this is the news given in the Srimad Bhagavatam. Whether you understand or not, just sit next to the saints and this will give benefit to you. He was born as a deer. Bharata Maharaja was born as a deer. He wouldn't understand the language of the saints because he was a deer. But see, whenever the saints used to go, he used to sit with them and used to cry and cry. Why? Because the saints were giving katha, and that katha is Shabda Brahma. Shabda Brahma, the transcendental sounds. It's when the saints speak, is a transcendental sound vibration. That transcendental vibration went inside his ears. You will not understand all the kathas. This is true. You cannot understand all 100% everything. It's impossible. Like even if you go to school and college, you'll understand everything your teacher says. You tell me. No, you cannot understand everything. In the same way, look, that deer, wherever the saints used to be, used to go to those ashrams and just stand up there. The katha of the saints is called Shabda Brahma, transcendental vibration. That transcendental vibration entered in his ears, and according to his prarabdha karma,
he left his body, and in the next life he was born as Jara Bharat. Which birth? Jara Bharat. He used to understand everything, but he would not speak to anyone. Something so impressive. His family members were thinking he was like retarded. Bharata Maharaja was thinking, I died attached to a baby deer. That's why 3 lives I've lost. That's why in this life I'll not speak to anyone. I will not be attached to anyone. That's why knowingly he would not speak to anyone on purpose. I'll give an example to you, okay? My Gurudev used to say, you'll see but don't speak, and you'll hear but hear. Listen. Hear with your ears, see with your eyes, but don't speak. If you speak something to someone, then this might come out bad. If you get good instructions to that person, the person will think that you are insulting him. You try to give good instructions and people think you're insulting him. If you think good instructions, this is Kali-yuga, you know. If you speak the truth, people won't accept. The person will even maybe beat you. Don't give good instructions. The person doesn't want to hear. Just stay dumb, like not speaking anything in front of the person. Don't try to give the instruction. That's why in the third life, Bharata Maharaj, he was like a retarded, like a deaf, I mean, I would say dumb, like not speaking anything. Everybody of his family was thinking he's a useless person. Because which son you think it's good? That son who is doing a lot of work. Those who are doing a lot of work and getting money and earning money, that's a good son. But that son who doesn't do anything, Maharaj, take him away. Put in the ashram, my useless son. He doesn't have... So a son that can be used for me, I keep. A son that has no use for anyone, you take in, put in the ashram. In this world is like this. That's why Bharata Maharaj, he was born, he was pretending to be like dumb, like retarded. People from his house were thinking, oh, he only eats and stools. He doesn't do anything. No use for him, of him. So do one thing. There is a big fields, crops, you know. Leave him there in the crops, taking care. At least, you know, like if any bird comes, he can say, hey, hey, and tell the bird to go away. At least this he can say. He can send the birds away from to protect the crops. So, you know, like some people put some artificial, how's it in the English name? Huh? Scaffold. Scarecrows. People put in the crops. Scarecrows. Some people put artificial scarecrows. Espantalho. So, after some 2-4 minutes, Jara Bharat could say, hey, 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 and scare the crows away or scare the birds away, just like a scarecrow. So that's why the family put him here. So his name was Jara Bharat. Jara means like inert, like retarded. You know, like person is like not speaking and dumb. So his brothers, family members said, let him sitting on a higher place, like a higher asan, higher seat on the crops, on the fields. Sometimes Bhagavad explains that, you know, that food for cows, you know, like a grass and like this, they used to give to him. They used to put these on his plate and he would eat this. Cupping. So things that for animals to eat, they used to give him. and he wouldn't say anything. And he was always remembering Bhagavan. One day what happened was that some dacoits, they were going here and there, and they saw there was a very fat person sitting on that field. The dacoit took him, caught him, and brought him to the forest and wanted to sacrifice him in front of Devi Kali. To sacrifice him. The dacoit thought, if I sacrifice this human being, Devi Kali will be pleased with me, and I'll get a lot of money. A lot of money. So he took Bharata Maharaja to the forest. Let's go. Then he went. Sit down. Sit down. So they fed him many kinds of preparations. These dacoits gave Jara Bharat sweets and many foodstuff he ate. They put like a red cloth around his neck just for sacrifice, you know. And when they were going to sacrifice him in front of Devi Kali, they were about to take the sword and cut off his head. And a great sound came, like, and all the dacoits became afraid. Directly Devi Kali showed up from the murti, and she cut off the head and killed all the dacoits. And she did Dandavat Pranam to Jara Bharat and say, hey Jara Bharat, actually you are a Mahabhagavat, great devotee. These dacoits, they are evil. They don't know about you. They don't know you are pure devotee. They don't know. So until nowadays, the name of this Kali is Bhadra Kali. Bhadra Kali is the name of this deity of Kali. Kali herself, she touched the feet of Bharata Maharaj and prayed at his feet, to his feet. Actually, demigods, you cannot actually offer blood to demigods. We call her Mother Kali. Do you think a mother would drink the blood of her own son? This is complete superstition and bad habits. Like, this is not actually proper. It's only to cheat people. People do these offerings. Bhagavatam describes the name of Bhadra Kali. After that, Bharata Maharaj, means Jara Bharat, sat down again in the fields to be there. And one day, one thing interesting happened. Rahugana was the king of that kingdom, and the king was going to meet Kapila Deva to know about God, Bhagavat-saptaha. He was sitting on his palanquin. He was a king. Rahugan king was sitting on his palanquin. So he was going for association of the saints, Sadhu Sangha. He was sitting on the palanquin. After walking some time, so the career, one of the careers, so there are two in the front, two in the back, so 4 carriers of the palanquin. So those who were behind, one of the carrier became sick. So how to take the king? Because 4 people are needed, otherwise it doesn't have balance, the palanquin. So somebody told, hey Maharaj, hey king, so our carrier fell sick, he's like suddenly high fever he's got, so what to do? Then at that moment, Rahugana king said, look, in this field, there's one person, search any person. There was actually an open field. Maybe 2-3 kilometers, there was no one around. Completely open field area. Crops, like this. So, but they found in the middle like a very big person, fat. Is that you come here? So they called him, they caught him, and they said, lift this palanquin. He did. He stood up. Okay, take it, walk. He walked. After 2-4 steps, and the palanquin of the king started moving, like trembling, to the side, to the other side. The king said, hey, I have pain in my back. What are you doing? Why do you giving me this pain? I'm almost falling down from the palanquin. The other carrier said, it's not our fault, Maharaj. It's not our fault. This new carrier, this new guy who is helping us carry your palanquin, he doesn't know how to proper walk carrying the palanquin. Those who walk with palanquin, they need to walk with balance, how to, step properly. Not everybody can carry palanquins. Nowadays, people don't even use palanquin anymore. It's modern yuga. Nowadays, people use, in the time of the wedding, limousine. They want to use a limousine. How's the name? Limousine. It's a big, long car. In 1 second, and the sound is 20 kilometers in 1 second. Yeah. So, if you speak about palanquin, modern people, modern boys, they're like, what palanquin? This is a crazy man speaking about palanquin. No one uses this anymore. Maybe in villages, but slowly it's disappearing. Maybe we have seen, Who have seen a palanquin? Yeah, also in Kedranathas. Have you seen a palanquin? How many people can sit in the palanquin? Have you sat in a palanquin? No, I've seen it, she's saying, but I never sat in it. Okay, you've seen it. 40 years ago, 50 years ago, 60 years ago, I've seen the palanquins. People used to go around sitting on palanquins. In the villages, until nowadays, you can see. Now we are just following the Western countries. Whatever we're doing, we think that their culture is the best. Like tie, wearing tie. If you don't wear a tie, people say you are not. You're not civilized. If you don't wear a tie, you're not civilized. If you speak too far English words, if you speak too far English words, then people think you're civilized. Put a tie around the neck. Wear suit, wear boots. Dhoti. No, this is not for me. Dhoti. Very few people know how to wear a dhoti. Slowly, we are all forgetting our own Indian culture. We are forgetting. So we are accepting the Western culture. This is true or not? But the Westerners, they are coming here and trying to follow the Indian culture. Look at from France. She's wearing a sari, Jamuna Devidasi in front. She's sitting here. This is true or not? You tell me. But our Indian people, the women, very few people, they forget slowly. Sari is too uncomfortable, not comfortable. To wear dhoti and sari is not comfortable. To put tilak, a kant in the neck, all this is uncomfortable, uncivilized. This is from old generations. This is old generation stuff. The less clothes you wear, then you are more what? Civilized. The less clothes, more civilized. And because of this, the society, these impressions of the society are with many kinds of bad impressions come to the society because of this less clothes and everything. You see, he comes from Australia. Such a beautiful dhoti he's wearing. Prabhuji also, Brajendranandan also wearing a dhoti, so beautiful. Ananga Mahaprabhu also wearing dhoti. From Brazil, wearing dhoti. Some people also wearing dhoti. Moms also, the mothers, the women, also women wearing saris. This is our Indian culture. It is. You should not forget or leave your own culture. You shouldn't live behind your own culture. We are Hindus. Our dharma, we must follow our religion, our rules. This is true or not? You say proudly, we say we are Hindus. We say proudly. But also follow the behavior. Then we speak proudly. This is true or not? Please forgive me for any offense. These are the words of the scriptures. I'm always following the scriptures. Bharat Mata ki jai, Mother India ki jai. When people become angry, if you give jai to Mother India, give jai to your mom. If you don't give jai to your mother, who will give jai to? India is not our mother? I'm not going to politics, okay? No politics. I'm not going to any politics. No politics. I'm not preaching about politics, nothing. Our India is such a incomparable country. The flag of India is everywhere. This flag means actually the katha of Ram and Krishna is going to the Indian and Western countries. Ram katha, Krishna katha, Ram mandir, Krishna temple, Ram temples, temples of God everywhere. Even in the Muslim countries, even in Arabic countries. This Indian culture is not from today. It comes from thousands and thousands of years ago. Called Ram Katha. When Ramachandra came in this world? Almost 80 million years ago. Or 8 billion, sorry. So Ramachandra didn't come in this Treta Yuga, this last. He came in the 24th Treta Yuga. And now it's the 28th. So you can calculate the years and multiply and calculate. These are the conception of the scriptures. Ramachandra, until nowadays, his ideal behavior, until nowadays, the Ram Katha is in the heart of all the people of India. There's no person who does not melt, his heart doesn't melt after hearing Ram Katha, pastimes of Ram. Even we need to hear that Ramananda Sagar Ramayana series was first time broadcasted on the TV. In each year? 96? 86. So 35 years ago, all Sundays they used to be broadcasted. So even on the high road, I've seen it. No car used to be on the road. They used to put TV on and everybody used to come and just sit in front of the TV to watch the Ramayana Katha of the Ramananda Sagar director. So Ramayana is so sweet until nowadays. Ramananda Sagar has made this amazing. Clap for him. Ramananda Sagar, who has put the Indian culture in such amazing way in the TV series, and this is in everyone's heart. I've seen it, how people got touched by this TV series, everyone. So even the Ram actor, Arun Gobil was the name of the actor who performed the part of Ram. And Deepika Goyal, she took the part of Sita. So people used to offer even flowers, gardens, their picture. Until nowadays, people have their picture in their house and think, oh, he's Ram directly. The Ram Katha is so sweet. So he came. 8 milhões. So 80 millions ago. 80 millions ago when Ramachandra came. So Ramachandra came in Ayodhya Puri. In Bhavishya Puran it explains. A great soul will come in India, and this Mahapurush again will establish Ram Katha and preach everywhere. And now this is going on. So Ram is our Indian culture. I don't want to go to politics, but I need to tell the truth. He's a sadhu. He's preaching the glories of Ram everywhere. So Gurudev is talking about Modi, the president of India, who is establishing this Ram Katha everywhere, also in protecting Ram and his temples. And it was actually a prophecy that this great Purush will come, would preach Ram Katha. So all this is the greatness of India. He is a Mahapurush. Modi, Prime Minister of India, protecting the Indian culture. Please forgive me for any offense, but I won't speak two words. But this is true. This is true. This history of India. Who can forget the history of India? I go to Western countries. What do I speak in the Western countries? I speak the Ram Katha and Krishna Katha. That's what I speak. I speak this Katha and preach this Katha. That's why these people came from England, America, Australia, Malaysia, Singapore, England and Brazil. People from all the earth is here in India. Why do they come? Exactly for this Ramji Katha, to hear this Katha and to have the darshan of Ram Mandir and to have the darshan of the birthplace of Krishna. That's why they come. Look, Bhaktivedanta Swami Maharaj, the first time when he went to the Western countries to preach, in the Delhi airport, when he came back from the preaching, there were maybe some Western countries, Western devotees with him. First time when he came back from preaching, came back to India, Prabhupada with his devotees. So when the plane landed, all the Westerns, they started doing pranam on the floor in the Delhi airport. Their bodies so beautiful. The Western bodies are so beautiful, wearing saffron cloth, shaved head, divine body, and all of them were, as soon as after landing off the plane, coming out of the plane, they were doing pranam to the earth at the airport. Everyone became surprised. What are they doing? We are Indians and we are shy to do pranam on the floor, on the ground, and we think this is uncivilized manners. I'll not do pranam. Okay, a handshake is enough, maximum. Maximum handshake. To touch the feet of my parents? This I won't accept. Touch the feet of my parents? No. But we have a prime minister in India that he touches the feet of his own mother. This is true or not? I'm not going to politics. I'm a sadhu, but I need to tell the truth. This is true or not? So he touches the feet of his own mom, and he takes the dust of her mom on his forehead and takes her blessings. Always, the Prime Minister of India, he does this. This is the pride of India. In any other country, in any other kingdom of earth or country, you can get this. Tell me if you can find. You cannot. So sweet. So how to get a Mahapurush, a great personality like this? So the earth planet is blessed. His mother is blessed. His mother would have brought this great Mahapurush to this world. This is true. He has made India grow so much. I need to tell the truth. That's what I'm saying. So the Indian culture, Vedic culture, these are pride. That's why those who are born in India, their life is blessed. There's Westerners, they're coming and doing pranam to the dust of India, and everyone was asking, what are you guys doing? Oh, we heard from Gurudev, Bhaktivedanta Swami Maharaj, the glories of India, Bharata Varsha. That until nowadays in India, the dust of the feet of Ramachandra is here. Until nowadays in India, the dust is here of Rama and Krishna. That's why we're doing pranam. Is it sure that? If you go to other country for those other things, I'm not saying don't travel to Western countries. Maybe you need to do something. You can work everywhere. But the Vedic culture of India, you should not forget. Our culture, you should honor your culture. This is Bharata Varsha, India. Today, everywhere, the glories of India, the katha of India, the katha of Krishna and Ram is going to everyone. It's reaching everyone on earth. There's no country, there's no language there where the Gita is and the katha of Ram and Krishna is not preached in. I mean, it's preached in all the countries and languages. Even in the Arabian language, in Muslim countries, the Gita's glory is also preached. This is true. This is true. Our India. That's why I'm telling the katha of Bharata Maharaja. So remember, he was taking the palanquin, but he was not stepping like straight, so the palanquin was moving, and then the king, Rahugan, told him, why you moving this palanquin a lot? And the other courier said, Maharaj, it's not our fault. This is a new courier. He doesn't know how to properly carry palanquin. He's dumb, retarded. So that's why he's moving like his feet and not carrying properly. Then the Harugan king said, hey, your body is so big, you're fat and big. You're not magring, you're not thin. Why are you moving the palanquin? You haven't eaten. You don't know? I'm a king. Rahugan king said, I am a king. I will chastise you. After speaking these harsh words, now for the first time, Bharata Maharaj opened his mouth and said, all the years of his life, even from birth, he never spoke to anyone. That's why people thought he was dumb, like not able to speak or like retarded or something. But now for the first time, Bharata Maharaj said, who is the king? Are you king? Who is king? Your body or your mind is king or your soul is king? Who is the king? Who can punish to whom? Who will suffer the punishment? What is the soul? The soul is king, or the soul is subject, or the soul is Brahmana, or the soul is Shudra. And listening to this, hearing this, the Rahugan king said, stop the palanquin right now. Is this the same Kapiladev Bhagavan? Exactly, I was going to see him for association of the sadhu, to hear Harikatha. Exactly about these things I wanted to know. Who is the king? My body, my mind, or I wanted to know exactly these things. What is the soul? Are you a woman or man? Your soul. You tell me. Naham viprona chanarapatir. Mahaprabhu said, I'm not a Brahmana, I'm not a Brahmana Vaishya Shudra, I'm not a sannyasi. I am not a brahmachari.
So who am I? मैं कौन हूँ?
All of us, we are the servants of Shri Bhagavan. We're all servants of Bhagavan. our body is only working because our soul is inside our body. If the soul goes away, slowly our body will be destroyed. So at that moment, the Rahugan king touched the feet of Bharata Maharaj and prayed for forgiveness. And said, please forgive me. You are a great devotee. No one in the past or in the future is as great as you. To understand the Vaishnava is something so hard. By knowledge and so many things, you cannot understand the sadhus. That's why the Rahugana king said, Bharata Maharaj said, what is the verse? Rahugana tapasana jati. Until you don't bathe in the dust of the lotus feet of the Vaishnavas, just like you do the Abhishek of the deity with Panchamrita, five kinds of nectars, and ghee. Panchamrita. With 5 ingredients, you do Abhishek of the deity. In the same way. If we don't surrender to the feet of the saints, we'll never be able to realize this tattva. That's why in this verse, Bharata Maharaj says, if you don't take a bath in the dust of the feet of the devotees, pure devotees, means to surrender to them, you won't be able to understand Bhagavat-saptaha. By performing austerities, you cannot understand. Nacha Ija means by worship and study of the Vedas, Nirvapanat Grihadva, living your house, family house. Also, you cannot attain God only by that. Nachanasa means by studying the Vedas, also it is impossible. Jalagni Surjair means if you offer offerings to the fire or to the deity of the water. You know, Shastra explains that you need to do pranam to the sun. Early in the morning after waking up, you need to, when the sun rises in the east, you should offer water to the sun god. And then your body will be good, you'll be free from diseases. Shastra says this in the Shastra. Do pranam to the sun. Yogasana. Surya Pranam mantra in the asana of yoga. India has such a beautiful day, International Day of Yoga. That day, International Day of Yoga. International Day of Yoga. It's the International Day of Yoga. We should do yoga. Do pranam to the sun. Surya Namaskar. So these are Indian culture. We should honor it. But Bhagavata says, by only this you cannot attain spirituality. But you have to find a saint who knows all tattvas, all rasas, all the purports of the scriptures. A saint who has realization of God. Then you go to the feet of the saints and surrender yourself to him. Stay in Vrindavan. And one pointed to the feet of Srimati Radhika. And meeting Rasik Vaishnavas and take Diksha mantra from him and cultivate Bhakti to Lord. And in this same life, you will attain to God. There's no need to do anything else. That's why this verse is a so important verse. Rahoganaita tapasanajati. Bharata Maharaja means Jara Bharat. He's saying, hey King Rahugana, by austerities you cannot attain to God. A lot of renunciation, also not. By worship, no. Living your family life, no. Taking sannyas, also not by that. By worshipping the sun god, no possible. Yes, this helps, because if the demigod is happy with you, he can help you in your bhakti. The demigod can help you in your bhakti. You understand?
They can assist to us.
They can assist to us. The demigods. They can assist to us. That's why we also pray to demigods. But the topmost God, Supreme Lord Govinda. Govinda, he is. Actually, all the demigods are praying to the feet of Govinda. Brahma, Rudra, all the demigods, they are praying his respects to the feet of Shri Krishna. This Paratata Supreme God, Brajendra Nandana Shima Sundara. In the Srimad Bhagavatam, there are beautiful prayers saying this. The katha of Bharata Maharaja is so beautiful. So the king Rahugan surrendered himself to Bharata Maharaja. In this way, Shukadeva Goswami Pad told the katha of Rahugan and the sixth canto, the story of Ajamila. I'm telling everything briefly. Bharata Maharaja is such a pious place, pious land. Pious land, Bharata Varsha, India. Even the demigods are praying to be born as in India. Bhagavatam explains. The Bhagavatam is the essence of all the Vedas, Puranas and Upanishads. India is the place of Rishis. Which place? Of demigods and Rishi. Even Uttarakhand is called Dev Bhumi. How do they call? The north of India, the north state of India, still is called the place of the demigods, Dev Bhumi. I'm not saying just because I'm Indian. I'm telling honestly what the Bhagavatam says, okay? What is in the scriptures, I'm saying. So I am Bhagavan himself and all the avatars, they manifested where? In India. I don't want to criticize anyone, okay? Once I was going in a train, and then a Muslim or someone from another religion was there in front of me. So he said, You're Hindu Dharma, Muslim, another religion. In your Hindu Dharma, you protect everyone. My deity is giving mercy to everyone. I'll not take the name of this person. I don't want to go into details. I don't want to go into logic. But I said, this is true. What you're saying is true. In our Hindu Dharma, Bhagavan can manifest everywhere and protect those who are there. This is true. But tell me one thing. I'll tell you one story. Once there was a king that asked his minister, Minister, tell me, that king was not Hindu, he was from another religion, Muslim. He said, your God appears anywhere and protects whoever is there. So the minister told, the minister was Hindu, and the minister told this king who was not Hindu, non-Hindu, yes, this is what our deity does. the deity, the god of the Hindus, has possessiveness towards everyone, affection. And that's why if someone is suffering, God himself comes and protects the person. Like, for example, your son, suppose, is in a calamity. If you hear this, you just sit down? No. Your son is drowning in the water. What will you do? You just keep watching. What will you do? You will also jump in the water and try to save your son. Because you have this possessiveness. He's my son. Maybe I'll die trying, but I want to try to save the life of my son. So our deity Bhagavan is also like this, has possessiveness towards the devotees. But your deity, the deity of... So I'll tell you one story. Once, Varsha told, the emperor told, the deity of the Hindus, early in the morning, the minister came and said, Maharaj, okay, help in the boat. And then the minister, okay, first, he said, if I don't give instruction, you shouldn't, don't bring the ship to the shore. So the minister, what did he do? Made a doll, like a murti of the king, just like a doll, like a shape of the king, and put hidden inside the ship. The king didn't know. And then when the king sat on the boat, then the boatman brought the ship into the middle of the river. And then the minister, there was like a doll of the son of the king, okay? It was the doll of a son of the king, like a murti, and then threw it in the river. The king saw the situation. His own son, looked like his own son, but it was not his own son, drowning in the water. And then the king did, without saying, without telling anyone, the king immediately jumped in the water. My son, my son, my son, my son. Then when he saw, it was actually a doll of his son. So he told the minister, why did you do this? And the minister told the king, Maharaj, you tell me. So you're thinking that this was your son and you jumped in the water to save him. But it was not actually your son, it was just a doll. So why did you do this? But you told me, oh minister, you could have told me, oh, release my son and free my son. Why did you tell me? You yourself you went because you think he's my son. My son. So, before you even tell me anything, I jumped myself and went. Do you understand? So what is the meaning? Our God. God thinks all the jivas, they are mine. So in the Upanishad, it's explained that all the jivas, all we are the sons and daughters of God. So the Hindu God will come to save his devotees and everything. So the king was thinking, oh, that person is my son. So you to tell someone else, oh, go and jump and save my son? No, you yourself go and save your son. You jump yourself. So in the same way, Swayam Bhagavan also. He sees the jivas bound in Maya suffering. And God himself comes from Nitya Goloka Vrindavana Dham to this material world, appears here to deliver us from this ocean of Maya. So in this ocean of Maya, and the jivas are here suffering. God comes to deliver them. God comes himself. Ram and Krishna were born where? Tell me, where? Where did they appear? In England, in the US, in Japan. You tell me, where? In India. Jai. Give Jai. Jai. So she's our mother. India is our mother. Motherland. It's higher than Swarga. motherland is higher than heaven. India is higher, best. The Srimad Bhagavatam in many verses, the demigods are praying to be born in India. I'm not saying. This is the glories of India. The Bhagavatam explains. Those who know about the Bhagavatam, all the imports and all, they know. India is a place full of nectar. To be born in India, it's not normal good fortune. Those who have punya pious deeds for many lives, those people are able to be born in India. But even being born in India, you cannot understand these facts. Ask them, these Westerners. They get visa of 1, 2 months and 6 months, and then when they're going from India, they cry and cry. These Westerners. Then maybe they'll get visa, maybe not. The Westerners. You can ask the Westerners. These Westerners with us. You can ask. Maybe 20, 25 Westerners. They came just with me. Now they're sitting in front. You can ask them from Russia, from England, from Brazil. You can ask them about their visa situation. He's from Africa also, from South Africa. He's come in December. His visa is finished. He has to go back to South Africa. He's crying, upset. So he's upset to leave India. So many prayers to India and glorification of India. In the first day I also said, Bha of Bharat means light. Ra means Rati, means love, manifestation of love. This is Bharat. India is this glory. Who can explain the proper glory of India? In the Srimad Bhagavatam, there are so many glorification of India everywhere. Many places. And pious land, India. So, pious land. Ajodhya and Kashi Vishwanath. So pious land. Here, just walking, naturally, the dust of God comes to your body just by walking in India. Comes or not on your body? I told before, everywhere in India is the dust of.
In every particle of the mud, in every particle, in every atom, in every molecule of this world, God exists. And it satisfies our heart. In every breath, in every particle of the air, Ram and Krishna is flowing in every particle, in every molecule atom of this world, in India. In Srimad Bhagavatam, this has been explained. So let's move forward. I told you the story of Ajamila. He got birth in a high-class Brahman family. He followed all the rules and regulations that a Brahman was meant to follow. He had 4 types of karma: Jajan, Jajan, Adyan, Adhyapan, and Dan Patik. They perform worships and they also preach to other people. They learn and they teach. They learn and they teach everyone. They also receive donation and they also give donation. This is Ajamila. He prefers to perform very nice fire sacrifices. One day, in the forest, he got a really dry wood to collect dry wood from the forest for fire sacrifice. We should not cut the tree, this is true. So it's plant tree and only cut one branch of the tree. So that's what is being said. It is the prad. You plant 10 trees and you cut only one branch of the tree. One tree is equal to like 100 children. So it is a solution. What did Ajamil do? From fire sacrifice, he went to the forest and he used to collect dry wood, all the woods that have fallen down. He did. We should not hurt the trees. They also have life, right? Wherever you have need, only do that. No need to hurt the trees for no reason. What does the tree do for us? Trees give us oxygen. Tree have very high tolerance power. No other thing in this world have more tolerance power. Mahaprabhu explained this. Today we went to there, Anantshesh temple in the Bhuj. There were so many plant trees. They have different zones, and they were explaining, oh, there's many plants here. We should always plant the trees. Before you leave this material world, before you die, at least plant 10 trees in this world, on this earth. This is the biggest donation. Why? Because trees give us oxygen. This is the biggest form of donation, to plant 10 trees. In Shastras it is explained like this. So I'm saying this because Ajamil used to try to collect the dry wood who were fallen on the ground, and he used to pick them up. And he said we should not even touch the tree of Vrindavan. We should not even not touch the leaf of the tree in Vrindavan. We should only offer our pranams. They're all Rishi Munis. All the tree in front of the Vrindavan is like very, very Rishi Munis, big Rishi Munis. They are all performing spiritual practice to get the dust of the lotus feet of the Lord. Even Devtas, they've manifested themselves in form of tree near Radha Kund. They're staying there and performing spiritual practice. But still, builders are coming there, they are cutting the trees off. They are like throwing the ground to the ground and they are cutting the trees. No, it's not good. This should be a law. Government should make a law about this. Government should take a strict action for this, especially for the trees of Vrindavan. Forest department should take a step for this. So that's why I'm saying Ajamil tried to collect dry woods. And he saw the behavior of other people and his mind got polluted. And he left his parents, and with the Sudrani he used to live. Oh, he got attracted to a woman and he got like 10 children coming. 84 years passed by like this. He had like now 10 children and one wife. He was about to die. He named his last child Narayan. So he was about to die, and what did he saw? He saw 3 Yamduts, messengers of hell coming from hell. They came and Ajamil got scared. He saw his little child Narayan. What do people name their child these days? Haku, Baku, Chaku, Daku, Ditu, Shitu, Pitu, Tintu, Chintu. Are these any names? Are Haku, Baku, Daku, Chaku? Chaku, if you put Chaku name, it means knife in Hindi. So it will be like a knife. He will run knife. We teach our child how to run knife. They say happy birthday. They give the knife to the little child. And they teach how to run a knife. Use a knife. They're teaching how to use a knife. This is not the Indian culture. We should light lamps on birthdays. We should offer the lamps to the Lord on birthdays. We should recite this mantra. We should not go towards the darkness. We should go towards the light, towards the feet of the Radha and Govinda. People light up the candles and then they light them off. We said this is not right. A life is like a lamp. Shall we light it off? Live in darkness? No. This is the culture of West. This is not Indian culture. Indian culture is light lamps and offer to the Lord. Why do you light lamps? On Diwali festival, we light a lot of lamps. Like all the darkness, pray that the darkness get destroyed and everyone moves to the light. Every day you light lamp, no problem. On Diwali, so the light comes. This is the Indian culture, we light the lamps. It's true or not? Lord Ramchandra in Lord Krishna temple, light up the lamps and offer to the Lord. In all temples, play the bell and offer. Here, 6 o'clock every time there's like bell sound going around. I feel so happy when I listen to this bell sound. It's like Shankadwani. It's like very nice sacred sound coming from everywhere in India. It's holy or not. So what is in Devi is they have a conch shell. There's a conch shell in the hands of Krishna as well. The sound of conch shell is coming from temples. Panchadhanna Shankha. It's the name of the conch shell that is possessed by Krishna. So in every house you should also keep a conch shell. If you want money, put a shank in your house, put a conch shell in your house, and you will never be poor. I'm sure you will never be poor. Put it in your house and worship it. Which shank? Dakinavrata shank. To keep that. It's a kind of a conch shell. Try it for 1 year. People come to me and say, I don't have money, my business is not running, all the bad things are happening in my life. You keep this conch shell, and I'm here. Ask me after 1 year. Play the sound of it. In the morning, play the conch shell, make the sound. This has been glorified a lot in the Shastras. Offer incense sticks to the Lord. I went to England with Gurudev, and the place that we stayed, we offered incense sticks to the Thakurji, and we played the bell, and nearby they called police. They said they are making bad sounds. They make incense sticks and we cannot breathe. They called the police in England. And Gurudev said, what does she eat? Ask her. So they koila. So they light up the fire and they cook meat, pig's meat, beef and everything. And that smell is okay for them. And that pollution coming from the fire is okay for them, but it's not. This is very weird world. They're not liking the smell of incense stick, but they are cooking meat. They're made a barbecue. They're lighting up coals, wood to cook meat, and they like the smell of it. People who are living in foreign, they know it smells like really, really, really bad. How can I explain? I can't even explain. I wish my nose didn't exist and I would like close my nose. So bad. And for only 10 minutes we just played the bell and we light incense sticks. They call the police. See how weird this world is. But true or not, if we are doing katha kirtan and they said they are making sound, they are making bad sound, and they are playing in their houses, they are playing electronic music, they don't have problem with that. They're playing heavy sounds on speakers, they don't have problem with that, but they have problem with kirtan. That's what I'm saying. This is India. In every home they have Thakurs in their house. They offer incense sticks in India. Offer lamps to Thakurji. Worship him. Your heart will be purified. you will be vegetarian. I request everyone to be vegetarian. Do not consume onion and garlic. I have heard there's a prime minister, the prime minister of India, who is not taking onion and garlic. This is the Indian culture. This is the biggest glorification of India. Special glorification. So that's why, what should you name your children, your daughter and son? Ram, Krishna, Hari, Govinda, Radha, Govinda, Sham Sundar, Shama Priya, Rama Priya, Govinda Priya, Lakshmi Priya. Keep names like these. Vrishbhanu Nandini. Very beautiful. Vrajendra Sham Sundar. See, very beautiful names these are. So even if you take this name of your children, you will take these names and you will have a realization automatically. If you name your child Narayan, Krishna, Govind, you will call him daily 10 to 20 times, right? So it's like, hey Govind, come here, do this. Hey Narayan, come here, do this. You are chanting the names of the Lord, even you're not conscious about it. But still it will have an effect in your heart and everything. But people are naming their children Hakku, Baku, Chakku. What is this? This is the problem. You should keep good names of your children. That's why all the foreigners sitting here, ask them, they have really beautiful names. Krishna Chaitanya Das, Krishna Balram Das, Keshav Drita, Narahari Rop Jagdisha Hare. Very beautiful names these are. Hari Priya, Govinda Priya, Jamuna. The very beautiful names they have. All your sins will be destroyed if you take the name of Yamuna. All your sins will be destroyed. Her name is Madhavi. See, very beautiful name she has. Radha Kanti, Ananga Mohan. It's very beautiful names. They have all very beautiful names. They should have a name like this. Don't keep stupid names like Hakku, Bakku, Chakku. At the time you're thinking, oh Chakku, 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 it means like knife. You will also, you keep the name of like knife, now you use knife. Your son will also be spoiled and you will also be spoiled. Like, okay, I will bring a knife and I'll slaughter you. That's what the people from hell will come and say. All the foreigners that are here, ask them. We are around 30 to 35 people here. All of them, each one of them have very beautiful names. So that's why you keep beautiful names. If you have not taken those names, change the name of your children today. Change the name of your children today. Keep them named Radha, Govind. Amend your mistake. This is Nam Sanskar. Very beautiful thing. In 4, people are calling me for foreign every day. Almost every day they're calling me. They say, oh, my son, daughter, I have new children. Even if the child is not born, they're calling me and asking for a very beautiful name for them. So putting the good names, putting names like Govind, Sham, Sundar, Hari Priya, very beautiful names. Priya, Priya, Priya. They're like a huge, people make huge families. Like Priya family, make a Priya family. It will be so blissful. So that's why I'm saying about Ajamila. He named his last child Narayan. So he committed a lot of sins all his life. And when he was about to die, he was passing stool and urine, and he saw 3 people coming from hell to take him. Messenger of Yamraj, they come him. And he said, oh my God, my children, my small little child will protect me. So Ajamil said, Narayan. He said, Narayan, Narayan, Narayan. He said, in Vaikunth, Narayan himself, the seat of the Narayan, it shook. This is the influence of holy names. This is the power of the holy names. Ajamila was calling his child. And where did the sound travel to? It traveled to Vaikunt and it shook the seat of Narayan himself. And at the same time, Lord Narayan himself, he sent his four servants. He sent his four servants. He said, "Go and protect Ajamila." And 3 Yamdut came from here. And he said, Ajamila has committed a lot of sins. We commit sins through like three by body, by our mind, and by what we say. These are the 3 types of sins that come in. We say bad things to someone, and we are hitting someone physically or abusing them. This is sin. There is no one in this world who has not committed a sin. You've walked here. You know how many ants have you killed? Have you counted? You have killed a lot of ants. If you cannot give life to anyone, you don't have the right to take life from anyone. But still, it happens. It's like knowingly and unknowingly you're committing sins. There are a lot of definitions of the word papi, mahapapi, ati mahapapi. So it's like more and more intense as the stages increase. Matrita, killing mother, killing guru, killing woman, killing children, killing a Brahman. There are a lot of different sins that have been explained. Killing a cow. There's explain how can repent these sins. Okay, for example, you're driving a car and by mistake you have killed a cow. A cow came by mistake in front of the car and an accident happened. You didn't want to kill the cow, but it happened by accident. The cow came running in your car's front and now the cow's dead. In Shastras, they say about this, you should repent. There's like a Chandrayan, fast of Chandrayan, like go down, like donate cows. There are a lot of sayings and learnings in Shastras. Brahman Bhuj, like feed the Brahmans. Donate cows, do these things. Everything is explained in scriptures. What is the biggest donation? Bhagavad Katha Amritam, preaching Hari Katha is the biggest donation in this world. If someone has donated a Bhagavad to Santa Mahatma, all the donations in this world, from donating cow to donating anything in this world, you get fruits of all the donations just by donating Srimad Katha of Srimad Bhagavatam. You say, people, where is it? Listen, it is written in scriptures, I am telling you. In Srimad Bhagavatam, in the first canto, he was performing Leela in Dwarka, 11th canto. Like little children playing in Dwarka. And a little child, they saw a well and there was a very big lizard, chameleon, lizard. A very huge size monitor lizard was there in the well, like changing the color, chameleon. Chameleon is like changing the colors, cricket. All the children got scared. They were very little children. Like, oh, it might be a demon. They gave this news to Krishna. And Krishna lifted up with his finger. And when the lizard touched the lotus feet of the Lord, that lizard turned into a divine form of body. He took the parikrama of the Krishna, of the Lord, and he ascended from this world. And Krishna asked, why did you take birth as a chameleon lizard? Why didn't you get a body? He said, see, in my last life, I was a king. Nriga. This is the story of Nriga. I donated a lot of cows to Brahmins. I did loads and loads of cows. I donated very expensive and good cows. Like giving very milk. No, I didn't give like bad cows. I gave cows like were giving lots of milk.
उसके साथ बच रहा और गायों की पीठ पर
So on the back of the cows, I put jewels of gold,
कपड़ा जैसे होता है
like a cloth.
उसके भी बन गया
I also put them while donating the cows.
सुने की जो मरमत सुना मरमत
On the horns of the thorns of the cows, I also plated them as gold. And not I didn't donate one cow like this. If a Brahman is asking for 10,000 cows, 20,000, 30,000 cows, give them. I gave them. But one day what happened? I gave 10,000 cows to a Brahman, and then second Brahman came, hey king, I want a cow. And I already gave 10,000 cows to someone. And to the first Brahman that I gave the cow, and the cows of one Brahman got mixed up with the other Brahman cow. And the first Brahman said, this cow has been donated to me, this is my cow. And the other Brahman said, no, this is my cow, this has been donated to me. So the donation, you cannot do donation twice, you only give donation once. You see, those two Brahmans were fighting for the cow. They're like, oh, this is my cow, this is my cow. They came to the king. They both were praying to the king, that this cow, please give this cow to me. The king said, okay, don't worry about this cow, I'll give you more 10,000 cows, no problem. But Brahman said, no, we want this cow. The first Brahman said, I only want this cow. So the Brahman, he cursed the king. He said, you took my cow and gave it to someone else. You gave a donation and you take it back. So like a chameleon changes its color and nature. So he cursed him. Go and you live like a life of a chameleon. He said, hey Krishna, with the curse of that Brahman, I took birth as a chameleon. But I touched your lotus feet. As soon as I touched your lotus feet, I got removed from this curse. So like, how can you achieve to touch my lotus feet? The king said that in one of my life, in some time, I just gave daan of Srimad Bhagavat to a Vaishnav, and that's the reason I got so lucky to have touched your lotus feet. See, this is the fruit of donating Srimad Bhagavat. He got delivered from this material world and also got removed from the curse. Srimad Bhagavatam is a manifestation of Lord Himself. The listener and the person who is speaking Harikatha, they both are so special. This is the glorification of Srimad Bhagavatam. It's like donating Srimad Bhagavatam and preaching Harikatha. Try and understand. People say, I can just buy a 500 rupees book from a shop and I can give it to a Brahman, but still it's not considered a donation. Okay, it's like a donation, but the main donation is you organize a full Bhagavatam week. That's a real donation of Srimad Bhagavatam. Like Radha Gandhi Didi has organized this here. What fruit will she get? Nobody knows. When the person is about to die, Lord will give her darshan, and he will take him to his abode. But there should be no duplicity and no aparad. This is also a clause here. That you should not have duplicity. Everything should be straight and pure. There are always clauses there. There's a law. There are law and there are clauses of the law. So this is the glorification of Srimad Bhagavata. So Ajamila just called the name of his child, and the servants of Vishnu came and protected him, and they scared away the messengers of hell who come from the hell. Narayan, like four people, he came to Vishnu Dut. They came to protect, as you can see in the picture. And 3 Yamduts came, because there are 3 types of sin. We do like one from the heart, one from where we speak, and one from our deeds, what we do in realistically. But these are the 3 types of sin that we commit. So the Vishnu Dut said that if someone chants the name of the Lord once, don't go near them. Ajamil called the name of his child Narayan. What is it signifying? It's signifying the Lord of the universe. Even when you're joking. Like, why are you chanting the names of Krishna? Don't you have any work? You're always chanting the name of Krishna. Don't you have any work? So even the person who is making this joke, they also take the name of Krishna. So they're playing harmonium. They're saying Hare Krishna. They're singing like this. So people do it like this now. But anyhow you take the name of the Lord. Even while joking, even while practicing music, any way you take the name of the Lord. Even if you don't want to. Your back is hurting. Who has pain in the back? You have the pain in the back? Pain in your back? Who all have pain in the back? Pain in the back? Just take the name of the Ram and sit down. You will have Namabhas. Let's say Ram. If someone is it's like if you smell bad smell, you look close to the nose and say Ram. And you hear something surprising, you go like Ram. So something happened, a surprise. Hey Ram, oh my God, what happened? So Krishna is like a complex word. Ram is easy to say. Ram you can say it easily. Like Ram. Hare Ram. And see, anyhow you just take the name of the Lord. It destroys all your sins. Even if you're taking it in reverse, we are saying Tulsidas ji is explaining this. Like, instead of Ram, you're saying Mara. Dashuratana was a thief. Narada Rishi said, say Ram. He said, I cannot say this. He said, this tree is dry. This is like Mara, dead tree. Mara means dead. So he showed him a dead tree. He said, what is that? He said, Mara. We said, okay, don't say the name of Ram. Just say Mara. Just say 2 times Mara. Mara. It's like that. So even if you chant the name in reverse, it's going to have its effect. People who are sinner, they won't be lucky enough to say the name of Ram. Even if they named their child Ram, they couldn't say it. They won't be able to say it. So he said, Father, this son is named Haku, Baku, Chaku, Titu, Shitu, Chintu, Pintu. They will say this name. But if a child is named Ram, it's like, oh, I cannot say this. I'm not able to say this. What's happening? So in scriptures it is written. Lord, it says, for 100 lives, who have done worshipping of Lord Vishnu, only that person is capable and qualified to chant the names of the Lord. So there are very beautiful foreigners sitting here, putting tilak on their foreheads. Very beautiful tilaks on their foreheads. You see all the foreigners, they have tulsi mala in their necks, and they also have bead bags, japamalas. Show your japamala, everyone. They all have japamala. We don't want to keep this japamala. This is our, what do we say, our unlucky. We are unlucky. We don't want to keep this with us. I say 10 times, take. People say, it's not my time, I'm not ready. But when you're about to die, then messengers of hell will tell you, now it's your time. They will hit you. They'll hit you very bad. They will beat you up. Yamdutas will beat you up. They put something in the throat, and with very hot iron rod, they will burn you. They will burn you up on the very melting iron. You trust this or not, they will take you through that, and they will hit you at the same time. So they're like, people don't trust the God. It's like you don't know, you don't have any proof. Like, who is your father? Does your father exist or not? Where have you come from? Tell me. Like, do you have father or not? Does your father what is your father's name? Do you have a father? Ashok Bhai is the name of his father. Like, who is the name of his father? Grandfather name? And unke pitaji, father. You go and calculate your ancestors in depth. You will only find the name of the God at the top of the tree. Parampita, like, father of the whole world is the Lord. Someone say, I have not seen the Lord. So it's like, did you see when your mother and father met and created you? Did you see that they were creating you? So how can you prove that this is your father? How will you prove that this person is your father? Your mother tells you that this is your father. So these scriptures are like our mother. They're telling us. Bhagavatam, Ved, Purana, these are like our mother. Mother say, this is your father. You trust your mother or not? You trust your mother or not? Your mother says, this is your father. So it's exactly like that. Srimad Bhagavatam, Ved, Puran, Upanishad. These are like mothers. They tell us that Sri Krishna, Lord Krishna, you're my father, you're my mother, you're my friend, you're my everything. This is the show. You are my top mother, you're my best father, you're my friend. No one else is mine. But this is true. But still some people say we don't trust in God, we don't believe in God, does not exist. They are atheists. Who do you trust? Who is not trusting their mother's sayings, who will they trust in this world? So Vishnu Dut said that. The servants of Vishnu, they said this. At one time someone chants the name of the Lord, all your sins get destroyed. So they scared away the messengers of hell, people of hell, and they went to the king of the hell, Yam Maharaj, and he said, 4 Vishnu Dut came, 4 servants of Vishnu came and scared us away. And the king of hell, Yam Maharaj, Yam Maharaj said, see my servants, From today, people who have chanted the name of the Lord once, don't go towards them. This is what was instructed by the king of hell to his servants. A person has chanted or even said the name of the Lord anyhow. People who don't take the name of the Lord, go to them. The people who don't think about the lotus feet of the Lord by their heart. Who does not even offer pranams once in their life. Those who are not following Ekadashi, those not following Ram Navami, who are not celebrating Janmashtami. They're not doing Gaur Purnima. Go towards them. This was instructed by King of Hell. So what is the essence of all fast and topmost fast of all? Ekadashi. On the day of Ekadashi, you should not take 5 types of grains. You should not give and not consume. You should not give and not take. Will you die if you not eat for one day? So if someone is about to get married, there's a very nice marriage ceremony. You don't even get time to eat till the whole ritual of marriage is completed in India. It's a very long time. Do you die or not? You don't eat for a day or more than a day. Will you die? So what will you eat? Eat some fruits, take some curd, take some milk. And today we have buckwheat flour, but no sabudana. The Gauri Vaishnava said, no, don't eat sabudana. Don't take sagu. It's a prad. In scriptures it is explained. On Ekadashi, killing mother, killing father, killing cow, killing brother, killing all these type of sins exist in these type of grains. Rice, dal. These big sins exist in these grains. Wheat, bajra. So, in scriptures it is written, you should not eat and not feed it to someone. If your body is well, then do not even drink water. If your body is not well, then take some fruits, take some water, no problem. Take some buckwheat flour. Take bananas, take guavas. There are so many things to eat in this world, created by the Lord. This is true. In scriptures it is written, we have to believe this. Killing mother, killing father, killing Brahman, killing child, killing woman. These are very big sins, and all these type of sins, they exist in these types of grains. So you have to fast on Ekadashi. Do not take any leaf apart from Tulsi leaf, because Tulsi leaf is the purest. And without Tulsi we cannot offer the food to Krishna. So even if you're taking fruits on Ekadashi, you should offer it to the Thakurji first and then take it. So Tulsi, you can eat Tulsi. You cannot take curry patta, not take curry leaf. You should follow the scriptures, right? You follow any fast or rather not, but please follow Ekadashi. It's like the Navratri. There was Navratri. It's like a very big festival in India. For night they don't eat anything. Do they die? They only live on cloves. They don't die. But okay, no problem. But you should follow Ekadashi properly. This is the glorification of Ekadashi in Shastras. And the second day after Ekadashi, when after sunrise, after, it's written that this time you should do paran. You should break your fast like this. So on this, Durvasa Rishi and Ambarish Maharaj had a fight, an argument, just to explain the glorification of paran. Ambarish Maharaj was the king of the whole earth, and he put all his senses, 11 senses, in the serving of Lord. So see, Ambarisha Maharaj is like we have 11 senses. Put all the senses in the service of the Lord. So Ambarisha Maharaj, anyhow, he was doing fast. So there was a time to break the fast, and we're most knowledgeable and very powerful, very short-tempered Rishi, Durvasa Rishi came, and he said, Ambarish, I'm about to take a bath. I will take food in your house. Durvasa Rishi went for the bath, and Ambarisha Maharaj saw. He said, its paran time is about to run out. So Ambarisha Maharaj took Nirjala water. He didn't even take water. So he took 2 drops of Charnamrit after worshipping his Thakurji. He was Nirjala Ekadashi. So he took Vishnu Charnamriti. And Durvasa Rishi woke up from his conscious meditation. He said, I am sadhu. He didn't feed me anything. And he is king and he is eating himself. He broke his fast alone. So Durvasa Rishi got very angry and he started using abusive words to Ambarisha Maharaj. And Ambarisha Maharaj didn't say anything. And Durvasa Rishi's anger started to increase because he was not replying. And with the power of his spiritual practice, Durvasa Rishi appeared a demon. He summoned the demon. And the demon, it went to kill Durvasa Rishi. And Ambarisha Maharaj, it was about to attack Ambarisha Maharaj. And still Ambarisha Maharaj didn't do anything. So the Sudarshan Chakra, the weapon of Krishna, it came and it killed the demon first, and then it started to run behind Durvasa Rishi. So Durvasa Rishi got so scared. Ambarisha Maharaj is the topmost pure devotee. He's a Vaishnava. And the Sudarshan Chakra was about to kill Durvasa Rishi, and Durvasa Rishi was asked to Brahmaji. He said, please protect me. Durvasa Rishi went to Shivji. Lord Shiva, I said, Lord Shiva, I cannot protect you. You have committed a crime against Vaishnava. He went to Vishnu. And Vishnu said, sadhus are like my form of my heart. They're manifesting from my heart. Durvasa Rishi, I cannot protect you. My Sudarshan Chakra will kill you 100%. It will kill you. And then Lord Vishnu said, go and apologize to... You committed sin in Ambarisha Maharaj. Go to his lotus feet and apologize. And that time Durvasa Rishi, he went. So in this travel, 1 year passed by. And in that time, Ambarisha Maharaj was praying for Durvasa Rishi. Ambarisha Maharaj thought, oh, Brahman came to my house and I didn't offer him proper respect. And Durvasa Rishi came, and Ambarisha Maharaj is doing pranam. And Durvasa Rishi said himself, people who are eternal servants, Vaishnava, who are eternal servants of Krishna, they are really, really humble and grounded. Durvasa Rishi said, I am aparadhi, I am a sinner. And Ambarisha Maharaj is still so humble and he's thinking he is the sinner. And at that time Durvasa Rishi said, he prayed to Ambarish, please forgive me. And Ambarisha Maharaj forgiven him, and then Sudarshan Chakra got back. And then Ambarisha Maharaj again, he offered service to Durvasa Rishi. So people who are doing bhajan, they are the topmost. Even they are grasti or they are sadhu or brahmachari. But those who are chanting the holy names, they are topmost. People who do bhajan, they are the topmost. Even doesn't matter men, women, those but who are doing bhajan or chanting holy names, they're special. People who are chanting holy names, who are taking mantras from Guru, they're very special. They're the topmost people. So in scriptures it is explained. So Yam Maharaj himself, the king of hell, has said, the person who is not taking the name of the Lord, don't go towards them. So people who are not following Ekadashi, they do all fast, they follow all fast, but they do not follow the fast of Ekadashi. You have to go to hell 100%. I am not lying here. This is written in scriptures. You have to follow Ekadashi. This is Bhakti Devi, pure Bhakti Devi. In scriptures it is written, the glorification of Ekadashi is written. Lord himself has manifested himself in form of Ekadashi. Lord is saying, even Ekadashi is better than me, it's topper than me, greater than me. So Ekadashi comes first, and Vaman Dwadashi comes. So we follow the fast of Ekadashi, and the next day we follow the ritual of do the paran, and then we take food. Vaman Dwadashi, the appearance day of Vaman days, we do not follow that. And what we are taking fast on, we are doing fast on Ekadashi. This is the glorification of Ekadashi. In any situation, do not give up Ekadashi. From the age of 8 to age of 80, all people should follow Ekadashi. So in 1 month, it's just occurring for 2 days, like 2 days per month. You don't have to take any grains. This is only thing I'm asking here. Are you guys understanding or not? It's only 2 days per month. Just stop eating rice. And there's a disease where for diabetes, doctors say don't eat rice. They're not eating rice for their lifetime, so they have no problem. So everyone should follow Ekadashi. For Ekadashi, don't take rice, dal, bajra, wheat. Grains, you should not consume these grains especially. Take some fruits. This is what's been written in scriptures. Now I'm talking about 8th and 9th canto of Srimad Bhagavatam. Ambarisha Maharaja. Very beautiful Harikatha today. Tomorrow we will enter 10th canto of Srimad Bhagavatam, and we will listen to the birth story, birth pastime of Sri Krishna, and the rest of Harikatha we will do tomorrow. Today's time is almost up now. So Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu, he would come here and speak something. Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu ki jai.
Govinda,